But I did plug it in. I, I, I unplugged it and then I plugged it in. Oh, the mic is working. Oh, okay. Good to hear that. That's right. This is all gonna get sped up. So we'll go and try something new here. I'm gonna go and make a clip brand new right from the box. I'm gonna bring it in and I'm gonna speed it up and we're gonna put some Prairie Dog Family to work. Now that's voice acting for you. We're going to put some more voice acting to work here. We're going to create another clip, and we will be right back. Some more voice acting. New racetrack in. We put in a few new rides. Can't see if I'm foreshadowing, but we did some work on the fairground. So we have the racetrack. The racetrack is lit up pretty decent. We need to landscape it and decorate and put in some scenery and stuff and create a look for it. But that's a good start. I decided to put in a couple more rides, so we're gonna have some rides in the fairground, off-track amusements. So I'm putting in an off-track fairground out at the end of the park. So as the customers are coming into the park, they can see the fairground, but they got to go around past the racetrack to get to it. And I'm making the path go around and come back and connect into the main path, so that all our paths and stuff are coming into the main path, so that your customers' flow is going down through the pathway, coming around to the exit, as opposed to everybody jamming up, because you got a queue of people here blocking the pathway. I've had that where, like, I had a couple stalls on the last one I did, and I had people backing up the main pathway because they're blocking it because they're waiting for the stall for the store or the shop that they're at. So that's where I have to make the shop off to the side of it with a little pathway, so that the people can leave the main path and form a queue at that shop without blocking the main pathway. There's little things like that as you play, as you do the show and stuff like that. You learn to do that stuff. So, alright, and we're doing a little bit of audio here. I put some at the back of it, at the end of it. I got some in the front, and now we're filling in here. See, there's the off-track van, and that's the van I built. I also got a truck I want to bring in. So you have a van, the truck, and then it'll be the one like the flatbed, so they can put stuff in there that wouldn't fit in the cargo vans. But it's all props, so it's because the racetrack isn't going anywhere. I imagine the way if there is a club or if they got leagues, you go to where who you're racing against, and you use their equipment. Where they come to your place, they use your equipment, unless you're on a professional level with professional go-kart drivers that bring their own equipment with their own vehicle, their own pit crews, and that way then they'll go and race on those tracks, and that'd be like a certified function that would be at the racetrack. But this is just an amusement park. It's just for the park. It's all a facade. It's just a way of creating an image or a storyline that fits the whole park, and that seems to work pretty good. Where Grizz, he's come in, he's invested in a park, he's brought a lot of his recipes and treasures and little knickknacks and stuff throughout adventuring and stuff like that you can get in the different shops. So there's different things you can create a storyline, and that's what I did with Grizzle and Taz. So Grizzle's Den Speedway, the main focus of this one is the racetrack, where the Winter Candyland focused on the sleigh ride. And that took a little bit to build. That was an indoor ride too, so it took a little bit on that. Where I'm going to put an indoor ride, but it's going to be part of the log flume. Because I got the one part of the log flume sits real high. I can landscape underneath and bring that all up, hollow that all out inside and create a cave. I'll be right back. I'm back. That's movie magic. That was about, oh shoot. I was gone about 5 minutes. I'm back. And you wouldn't know, I just cut it, delete, paste it together. And we're gonna have a bunch of prairie dog families in the park. There's gonna be Alex. Hello, Alex. This is getting sped up. Did we say that? Did we tell them that? Did everybody tell them that? I think we told them that. But it's getting sped up. So, you got Alex. Then there's Andy. Andy's the son. He does the work. The designer is Dad. He's the designer. But the final word is always with Mom. Her name is Deborah. She's part of the Prairie Dog family. She's the main member. Because all decisions go through Mom. If we want it to be successful, we let it go through Mom. Because some of the ideas that Dad comes up with, Andy, which would be, yeah, exactly right. The voice behind the Prairie Dog is Mr. Editor from Yelly Studio and Sons. So there, it's out. Everybody knows. The same with Alex. The voice of Alex is Mr. Editor of Yelly Studio and Sons. We're trying some different things. Trying to keep it different. Trying to keep the noise in the background down. Trying to add to, but listen, the step van we made into, no, not the SWAT van. No, yeah, there's a SWAT van in there, but we're not using that. But that could be used for something, though. Good thought. That was Mr. Editor on the video that's playing in the background there, where we're working on the shops for Foxy. I think I changed that there. She's on the other side now. That's an old one. Because that's the security office now. I redid all that. But we got rides. We have 3 main rides now. They're just basic fairground rides. Something that you could tear down, put in the back on a semi, haul them to the next track, haul them to the next fairground, or the county fair, or a country fair, or the city, just for Midway. You set it up, you run it for the weekend, you make your money. Sunday night, you tear it down, you take it to your next spot, you set it up, and wham, you make money. It's not that easy, but that's the idea of these traveling little carnivals. And this one is, like I said, off-track amusements. Well, it could be other things too. It might not just be the racing thing. It could be they might supply those bouncy things where kids go and bounce all day long and have a blast, and the parents are just tired and just want to go home and have a nice cold beer or a drink of wine and sit back and relax because the kids are ready to go to sleep. You wear them on so they go to sleep and you get them home. You don't wear them on, they're full of energy. Well, you got a long night ahead of you. I want you to get to bed, but I'm not tired. Yep, I can't sleep. Go to bed anyway, just close your eyes and don't think of anything. Yeah, okay. When you're a kid, you're thinking of everything. You're thinking of things you're not even supposed to be thinking of yet. Because you're a kid. Kids aren't supposed to think of that stuff. Oh yeah, they do. The idea's in their head. They just got to figure it out. Sometimes they get help. Sometimes you don't. I can't think of anybody that told me. I had to read about it. Then a few occasions there was educational videos. Don't teach you how to do it, but it just gives you an idea. Oh man, having fun here. For some reason, I kept running into obstacles. I didn't get it. So I flattened out the terrain a little bit. Maybe it was just too steep, and I had tunneling off. So, but that tool is so cool. That's a not the flattening tool, where you put wherever that circle is. When you move it, that's where it'll bring the level to. It's a way of creating little land bridges. That's a perfect thing. Like, for instance, I can bring up with the log flume, I can bring up a big chunk of landscape all the way up to maybe the level of the flume itself. Then you use that tool we you're just using. You set that nice and level, then you bring that across. And what that do, they'll create a top layer, and it'll be empty underneath, and then you can come down on the other side or build it up to that, and then voila, you got an empty space underneath. You build your cavern in there. Yes, I did it with the oh, listen to that. Yeah, yeah. You got that sped up. It's gonna even get sped up faster than that. Yeah, I hear you.
I get this one to go down.
Now we're trying to get that's gonna be a different name. When I was a kid, that was called a tilt-a-whirl. But I suppose they got to be careful calling it things that might have a copyright on it, so you can't really use it in the game because it's already used. There's actual copyright to tilt-a-whirl. Oh man, that was the ride though. That's the one I'd go to because it was a grown-up ride that wasn't too crazy. It was still a little wild, but it was tame enough that I could handle that. But I was going on no roller coaster when I was 5 years old. That damn total scared the heck out of me. I can't remember. I was a lot older. I still remember that first time though, standing in line, and I think the biggest part of that going down on that roller coaster the first time was the time waiting in line. Because you waited and waited, and that moment got closer and closer. The next thing you know it, there's the roller coaster. You're next in line, and this is your first time. You got no idea what you're in for. And it's like, and there was tension, fear, and stuff like that, and it builds up, and I did it though. I went down, and actually it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. Once I got over a couple of the whoa, but that's part of the allure of a roller coaster. That whoa moment when you go over the top and that free fall and coming down.
It's coming around.
Then you do that loop.
I need a light truck.
Yep. If I'm not mistaken, No Brakes Express. That's the one I'm bringing in. That's the one with the little, looks like a train, but it's a roller coaster. And I'll be bringing that one in along with Olaf Camping. We're doing that next. So once we get those in there, get all the paths set up, we can open up, let the guests go, and we'll do some video and we'll put landscaping. Look great. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day. So great voice acting from ELE Studio and Sons coming up. Everybody listen. Yeah. Delete the rest of the audio. Go back, redo some. Come back here. Say thank you for watching. Everybody have a nice day.
That is so cool looking.
This next part is not acting, truly. We want to thank you. I had to put an audio track here. We made it. We did it in on 1450. We're at the end of the clip. Brand new clip. Just made it. Put it in there. From ELE Studio and Sons. Grizz, Phil Ed, thank you for watching. Everyone, please be safe.